Hey guys, gals, and our gal, our Southern Belle, I saw her yesterday. It's JH guys, of course. I saw our Southern Belle, Savannah Walters, yesterday with her dad on his channel on Bayou Golf. She's a princess. Okay guys, just general stuff. While we're talking about Big Steve Walters and his lovely Southern Belle, Savannah. Steve, I saw you yesterday where you said you were working on your wedge. You're talking about lead shoulder up, which was giving you good contact on the downswing, or just good process, full stop. Okay, now what we've got to be careful of, and particularly on short shots, because short shots are so important to get right in terms of accuracy and balance. Now, what you were saying, Steve, that you were trying to do was initiate that downswing with just pulling that lead shoulder up. And that's correct, but it's more than just pulling the lead shoulder up. You have to pull the lead shoulder up and keep it pointing at the ball. You don't want to pull it up and then start rolling it. You've actually got to try and feel, Steve, if you just do this as a drill, just get in here, get that lead shoulder, and then just pull it up and hit a couple of shots like this. Where that lead shoulder is what we call shoulder blocked. Hit a couple of shots like that. The good thing about that is that forces the weight back into this trail vertical axis and just keeps you really centered for the strike. The worst thing you can do on a little shot is just have all this good stuff down here, but then just roll a little bit. And as we roll, that happens even on a little shot. So for you, Steve, just try and keep your lead shoulder, start the lead shoulder up, but keep it pointing out towards the ball or in behind the ball, and keep that lead knee bent. Because as soon as that lead knee straightens, the hips going, torso's going, shoulders going. So just hit a few like this. Get in, sit in, here, shoulder up, shoulder blocked. Hit a few of those. Now that's fully released, look. That's where it was at address. So I'm not shoving it, I'm shoulder blocking it and I'm releasing it at the same time. That audio yesterday, guys, was great. Got my new microphone and my new settings, and it's just so easy. You don't have to shout anymore. I was getting laryngitis before, and I had to get the camera too close. It's actually quiet on the range today, but as soon as I go over there where that nice grass is, you can bet your life, because people can hit up to where that post is there, they'll come up and start talking to me. Over here at least they don't come over most of the time. Okay, so Steve, get into the haunches here. When you say you want to feel small, yeah, feel hunkered down. What'll also help you, but I don't want to tell you this with your early days of your knee replacement, but when you pitch the ball, the more you can actually turn that lead foot in, the more it braces that lead side and doesn't let you get over too much that way and roll. So even when the plane goes over now, it doesn't drown me out. It's amazing, you know. I go home and I watch videos sometimes just to check the audio, and parts of the video where the plane's flying over, I don't even remember them flying over. So I'm totally absorbed in what I'm doing. Don't remember the planes. Sometimes. Okay, so Steve, get in here, hunker down. If you can, turn that in. Get that lead knee bent. As we're coming down, we're just gonna here, but keep it closed. Oh, Steve, the contact there is just milk and honey. Tupelo honey for Billy Phillips. Tupelo honey. I see for Bill Phillips he's going to play a Tupelo. Wow. When I come over there, Billy, we'll have to go down there and get some of that famous honey, and have a look at Tupelo. See that, Steve? See what I'm talking about? It's very easy to pull the shoulder up and get this whole lead side rotating. Now, you certainly don't want that. You don't want that on a full shot, but you absolutely don't want it on a short shot. So here, hunker down, turn this in a little bit. Get that lead shoulder here, and we're going to pull it up. Here. It's just a drill to get the feeling. But what it will do is it will just school you and skill you in keeping that lead shoulder pointing to the ball on the small shot. Now if we're going to hit a little 40-yard pitch shot, okay, that's that. That's really holding it off. Okay, we'll let that rotate a bit now. See, I haven't gone past parallel here. You can end up here, but you don't want to end up there early. But you certainly don't want to end up there at the finish on those little pitch shots. All you've got to do is try and cut out a lot of that rotation. Guys, it's just, as I said, it's just a little hotter than the surface of the sun here today. Wow, the heat coming off the ground. Wow. Yeah. You don't want that lead arm flapping over here. If you can keep it going down the line, even if you get a little bit of chicken wing on that, it doesn't matter. But you can keep the lead arm in and still stay in that position. You can keep that in here and still stay here. See, that's in, but the release is still there. Fully released. Okay. Okay guys, elementary stuff, elementary, dear Watson. And I get called Sherlock on occasions, but elementary stuff we should do in a golf swing. And one of the things that Peter Thompson said to me that was the mainstay of his golf swing, said he really didn't work on hardly anything else other than this one thing. That was he just wanted to keep his head still. He really thought about keeping his head still. And I got to tell you guys, when I actually really do think about that, my striking goes up a notch. Really does. Because it's so easy on occasions to just get a little bit of this and that happening, and it just affects the center of rotation, or the center pivot point of the golf swing. So I mean, it's something we've heard since time immemorial about the golf swing. Keep your head steady, but there are times when you've just got to go back and just do it. Just do it. I mean, I get slack like everybody else. I do it like everybody else. But I won't here. Oh, and the other thing, guys, that I'm really working on is trying to see the ball hit. Absolutely trying to see it hit on every shot. And that means I've got to have huge 5 o'clock nose. Like that. You really got to think about that head. Keep the head back and see the ball hit. And even if you can hit a couple, where you've hit it, you've dispatched the ball and the nose is still back here. You don't want to do that in the golf swing. But and I'm not one for drills, because I don't like to do anything you don't do in a golf swing, but for people that have trouble keeping the head steady or looking at the ball, hit a couple with the head, where the head stays back there. Just hit a couple of those. What's interesting, guys, is the strike comes up in terms of quality. It just comes up. The efficiency of the strike elevates. That guy down there hitting balls down there is a guy that's super strong. He's a former Australian great rugby union player, a national team player, and super strong. I think he's 50 now or something, but still super strong. 122 mile an hour driver speed, and he's so fast normally. Just the kid, what we're doing is working on his tempo. We brought him down from, you know, twin turbocharged to taking the turbos off the swing, and because he doesn't need to jump all over it. See, look at now, look at the tempo. Looks really good, and he's just hitting it so good. Yeah, he's one of our former national Wallaby, Australian Rugby Union Wallabies guys. Top of the tree, top echelon stuff there, and I think he's the national coach now. The national coaching director. But guys, he was like the quickest swing you've ever seen, and he would denude, and he'll see this, and Rod won't mind me saying this, but he would denude the practice area, a bit like Lee Como. So strong and so steep, and the divots were just, you know, soup plate size. Now he's just hardly taking any divot, and he's just hitting it super. And I got to say, and I said to him today that I think his transition is the most I've ever seen in anyone, in terms of going from, you know, a mad dog trying to chew a bone or chase a bone to that tempo you're seeing right there. If you can see it, and you probably can. But quite a transformation. But guys, he's a dedicated guy. When he comes to practice sessions, 4 large buckets. And if you had time, he'd hit 6 large buckets. So he's committed. He's not doing full channel lock, but we've just modified a few things, got the arm in, balls back a bit, but it's not full channel lock yet, but we'll get him there. Got to get him comfortable first. Okay guys, watch this. Hit a couple with the head back. Can do better than that, JH. I mean, it still went great, but you can stay better with the head. Come on, get that head back. Come on. Now they're brisk swings. Keep that lead knee. Just hitting some shots, guys. They're just... So I'm thinking, I have to think about it. I've got to think about my protocol all the time, because it's not totally embedded yet. It's not totally infallible yet. It's close. I think I get about 90% of it most of the time. Guys, it's just... can't believe how hot it is. We've had like 40 days or something in a row, over 95 degrees Fahrenheit. It's just... All right, Jays, come on. Big 5 o'clock nose. So guys, you can change natural tempo. Rod's a perfect example of that. It's very hard to go against your natural tempo or your natural inclinations, but he was trying to kill everything, and now, as you can see, he's not trying to kill anything. Quite a transformation. Come on, Jason. Yeah, Rod hits 8 iron about as far as I hit 6 iron, and I've got to hit a good 6 iron. I think his 8 iron swing speed will probably be 105 or something like that. Come on, Jay. Okay, good job. Stay down. Mr. X Factor here. If you do all the protocols, you get that. The other shots were all about 85%. That was 105%. Because I did everything. I did everything I was supposed to do. Come on. This is how I want to feel. Steve Walters, you want to get some of that. I don't know what that's like on that new knee of yours, buddy, but that's how you keep the club on line and straight when you're into your knees and you stop all that pelvic rotation. That's why Mo Norman was so straight, because he was so lateral with his legs. There it is, guys. That's full application of the protocol. That's it. That's full application. That's all I have to do now is get that down pat, and I've got an infallible routine, because that ball just goes perfectly. Come on, Jage. See it. Hardest thing in the world is to see that ball hit, for me. Well, I'm just going to ramp it up a notch. And people say, how when you want to hit it harder, Josh, what do you do? Guys, I just try and start it smoother, and then I just hit it harder. And Nicholas said to me, and Watson, I said, when you want to hit more, get more distance, what do you do? And they both looked at each other and said, we just hit it harder. And I guess, guys, that's what it's all about. We just hit it harder. Mo Norman was different. Mo Norman said, I just coil more. That was a sensational shot. Come on. See it hit? I mean, they're bowling alley stuff. It's hard to hang on today, guys. I know I keep whinging all the time about, the conditions, but they're tough. This is tough. These are tough conditions. I've got that beautiful, nice, tight grass over there, but I know if I go over there, someone will come up and interrupt me. Watch this. Come on, Chase. Okay, one more. One more. Okay, just head still, see the ball hit. Come on. There it is. Okay guys, got to have a drink, I'm dying. Got a couple of other things I want to talk to, I'll put that on the next video.